It's the only chance we have against him is being level fucking 20. Even then, we're fucked.
Alright.
Alright. So
So as an introduction for
I'm
stream,
just trying to. Alright, so I'm gonna start while I'm busy downloading all these and
yeah.
all
Well,
that.
um,
Hello again. Welcome back to Ravnica, the final chapter.
Hopefully, the final chapter. If not, well, boy.
I don't know if this actually is the final chapter. I mean, in terms of Wizards of the Coast stuff, but thus far, during our long hiatus, and
it's the final chapter of your Ravnica arc.
yeah,
Your
the final chapter of my Ravnica arc.
as he is
Like,
DMing
this is-
Ravnica leading up to War of the
Honestly,
Spark.
I could have honestly started this entire campaign back at Dragon's Maze and all that, but because of all the other Ravnica campaigns, I just kind of was like, all right, fuck it, we're putting it near the end.
So, background for this campaign, our DM here had been running a few campaigns on his own. Those fell through, and then we are joining now, kind of picking up so that he can kind of finish the story arc and get to War of the Spark. And we are thankful for the opportunity. I am not saying that is a bad thing. I am saying that that is the facts of the origin of this campaign.
Yep. For continuity's sake, a lot of shit already happened, and a lot of stuff is changing. Thus far, I think what I remember is last time we all kind of had a bit of a massive brawl over some chaos near the Guild Pact Tower because people thought that's a crisis when only a few people actually know what it is.
I can handle the recap if you want to focus on downloading stat blocks.
You could go ahead and take up with some of the recap, but I can cut it if need be.
So, first off, here's my character, since I'm the perspective. This is Christine. I lovingly describe her as a mafia angel paladin. Because she is a angel who is of the Orzhov, who are basically if the mafia was also the bank and the church. She was originally of Boros, which is the good cops who care about justice. But backstory reasons, she tried to leave Boros, and now she cannot fly for reasons I will hopefully get into in the campaign. We also have Andrew is out, but here's his character, Professor Victor Yosef, a Izzet researcher. We have Savinrel, who is Joe. If you could describe Savinrel.
Hello, I am Joe, or you can call me Jay in this case. I play Savinrel in Amber. Savinrel, he is right now, keyword right now, a Beastmaster Ranger for Silesian Guild Pact. AKA, slightly a tree hippie with a little bit of anger issues, which you keep him down inside a little bit. So wee bit.
Alright, so...
He also one time turned the whole entire bedroom into a living shop of horrors.
Yeah, well, luckily we were going into Cheval, his introduction, and Cheval had a reason for it. Cheval was behind that, so why don't you go ahead?
So yes, my name is Cheval, or my character's name is Cheval. He is a Gruul clan's native who is part of the Demir Pact, the Demir Spy Pact.
House Demir is what they are known
House
as.
Demir, my bad. House Demir, my bad. I had a...
It's fine, just
Right
I know you were trying to get the right name for them, so just wanted to remind you of
who's
that.
part of House Demir, who is parading around as Golgari Swarm. Yeah, very much of an identity crisis there. Yeah, no, he's one of the reasons why we're kind of in this location to begin with.
I mean, we were also here for Victor, to be fair.
Yeah, for
Well,
Victor too.
we are also technically not here. This is just a kind of screensaver
Right.
right now. But
And we're all about to go to
yeah.
the Arachnids to kill some crab.
So what had
Oh.
happened in the story so far? If you're done with your introduction, I don't want to cut you off.
I was gonna say he is a wacky, chaotic archer who's just, yeah, he's very unique in that he summons insects.
Mugman.
All right.
Has
So
a pet huntsman spider too.
all right.
Mhm.
So
That's right.
as for the recap.
Arachnophobes beware.
As for the recaps, so we all of our characters met as we went to a Rakdos carnival. Rakdos being the murder carnies. There, in classic Rakdos fashion, it turned into murder, and then I have no idea why these three joined in, but I joined in because I was collecting a debt from the star of the show. But then it turned out that it wasn't her debt, and then the head of the carnival instead put her name on the debt so that he wouldn't have to pay the debt. Following that, downtime stuff in which Victor gave a kind of elemental creature, one to me, one to Sovereign and then downtime stuff. We needed to go get a project of Victor's approved by the Guild Pact. This guy right here, Jace, if you know him from Magic Lore, you know him. If you don't, there's a lot of Magic Lore.
Himself.
Yeah, there's a lot of Magic Lore. I don't want to go into all the Magic Lore right now because we're just doing a small recap. But anyway, yeah, so we had to go get approval. As we were going to get approval, there was a giant dinosaur. Everyone thought it was an experiment by the Simic Conclave.
To
But
be fair, the Simic are responsible for about 90% of the weird
Yeah.
shit in there.
yeah, they are known for making genetic freaks, and so everybody thought that the dinosaur was a genetic freak. No, it was just a regular dinosaur summoned from another world.
I had this as a boss for optional Golgari shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, but then so we there were a bunch of Azorius, also known as the bad cops who only care about law and not about justice. We held them off and then freed the dinosaur. Cheval sent it out into the little wilds that Ravnica has, trampling through the city to get there.
The
Yeah.
Ghoul clans.
And then we met with Jace. He hinted that stuff
Also,
was going on.
Don't forget about the dance golems. Don't forget about the dance.
Oh yeah,
golems.
the way we defeated the
Oh,
Azorius was that
no.
Victor made a boy band golems who defeated the Azorius by singing boy band songs.
I
This is
still have PTSD to the sound of clapping golem cheeks.
But then after that we all kind of split off to do a little bit more downtime stuff. I believe it was mostly just guild politics stuff, where we're just trying to find out what's going on. Some of us bought something. I mean, if anyone has anything a bit more complicated with what they were planning, go ahead. Oh, Victor decided to make a new weird who he has named Meep. That was a thing.
Meat.
Meat.
Wait, is it meat? Oh god.
No, it's
Meep.
Meep.
Oh,
Not
meat.
a T. Not a T.
Not meat.
Not
Okay,
a
it's
T.
meat,
A P.
not
Not a
meat.
T.
Okay, I was gonna say, poor meat.
We
Eberron.
make it into meat. We make it into what meat is. When me and Andrew get a campaign
Her
going.
name's a golem. Meat.
Oh, I'll get into meat off. I'll get into meat off camera, Richard. I'll get into meat off camera because that is a thing.
Okay, that's
That is a thing. That is a thing that requires too much explanation for a recap in Ravnica.
No,
Oh
I
my
get
god,
it.
because
Honest-
that explains Tavarok too.
Yeah. But
So,
anyway,
I realized
um,
I had a secret boss for if everyone was in the sewers, and I'm just like, oh my god, I could have read
Oh.
this in so many sections back.
to be fair, we have to go through the sewers to get to the crab man.
Oh.
But anyway, if anyone has anything more complicated that they were doing with meeting with the guild leaders, you can go ahead because
I can't meet with my guild leader.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for the people who kind of want to take a peek at this off camera, I'm only just gonna put this up for a tiny thing, but just because it's kind of a joke, sort of, boss. So I'm the shit you not. A friend of mine said I need you to put this up as a boss in your campaign. I honestly kept it because I thought I would someday.
Oh yeah, yep,
Oh.
yes,
I have to use it.
yes,
Oh no.
yes.
The buff.
Anyway,
Buff.
anyway, what Chris Finney was
It
doing,
has to be in the Golgari sewer.
what Chris Finney was doing in her little bit of downtime was she's been kind of just like a bruiser for the Orzhov, but she started to get involved into politics due to things that Jace has hinted at, and she is also kind of using a bit of like any good grace she can get to now go off and kill the Crabman, who was the Carnival leader who set up the one person. She's like, okay, what I do best is killing bad people. I just want to kill bad people now. So anyway, that is everything. Everyone's caught up. Took a few detours to get there.
Yep.
For some reason, I met up with the Mount Selesnya after going with a meeting to the tree trunks. Don't know what happened there, because that's kind of where I was kind of cut off. But,
Yeah, looks like we have to start without Andrew for now.
All right.
Luckily,
Also,
Victor can just be off doing
Wait.
things in his lab.
Joe.
I wasn't done.
Oh.
I also, when I got the powers, I got the strength with I gave to Amber, I had to deal with 2 ginormous squirrels that were the gauntlets and bring them to the shop owner to buy them.
Yep.
And bought them full price.
Yeah, no, you tried to roll a bargaining thing, and somehow you screwed up so badly that the gloves turned into squirrels and ran from you.
Oh no, what it was the gauntlets just turned into squirrels. It
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
due to
you,
Sovereign Roll at all.
Oh yeah, that was funny. It was the best
Hey!
complication. Hey!
There's the mad scientist we love.
And
Hey.
the doctor is in, crashing
We-
in on his mighty steeds.
We just got
Oh,
done
God,
with the
you're my
recap for
We're
the
just
stream.
doing a recap for a bunch of stuff. Did you want to do a quick recap of Victor?
Yeah. Describe Victor.
I have created life again.
As you can probably tell by the name, somewhat inspired by Victor Frankenstein.
And maybe a little bit of 1010 from NSR.
By the way, Andrew, your mic's a little bit shaky right now, just so you know.
Okay, just switching. Sorry.
No worries,
All
I was letting you know. All good. My mic's not any better right now. Sorry.
And voila!
There we go.
Victor Yosef of the Izzet League, and currently head of my laboratory that specializes in the creation of weirds, i.e., elemental constructs that are very contradictory.
Also, funniest character in the campaign.
Yeah.
And as of last session during downtime, my greatest research discovery is I got bored and decided to spin a wheel on the magic color spectrum and created a 3-colored mana construct out of a certain color combination of one of our party members.
Yep.
And I have officially created the first Solitaire Weird! And I
Although
proceed-
technically we do not know what the term Sultai is, because not only was that a specific plane, but a timeline that is now dead on that plane.
That is good point, but still, that's why its name is Meep.
Yep.
It was
Not
meant to be
meat. Meat.
Sega, but the first thing it said was Meep, so the name stuck.
Meep.
be fair, I was trying to make a fucking word just for something that was just born, and that's the first thing that came up to mind was meep.
Well, when you have something that is basically the essence of, like, primordial life, what else is it gonna say?
Meep.
Exactly.
It's going to be my brain's going to be fair with meat in Seattle.
For those of you who are used to the Ravnica stat blocks of creatures, for the sake of simplicity and not to drive Richard completely insane, you'll see soon enough what this creature's stat block is based off of.
Yep.
Otherwise,
All my stuff's downloaded. We're good to go.
All right.
And with that, I think we left most everybody in the office, like, kind of leaving the office of Mo fucking Jace Blairin over here.
We were leaving after meeting with our guild leaders.
Yeah, so
and Andrew after making meep.
Well, then all of you already met.
autograph.
Sorry for interrupting here, but all of you technically met your guild leaders and we talked to them. I was one left alone without even saying a single word yet.
Oh yeah. Should we RP
Wait,
Mott
no, I
Celeste
think,
comes?
yeah, no, we left. I think we were on Sovenrel going to meet Mount Selesnya.
Yeah. And I don't know if
Trostani, to be more specifically.
I don't know if Presley was gonna meet with Lazov.
They're probably not going to even be able to.
I think even if Presley did, he'll just forget about it.
Well, no. Here's the situations. Either
I probably have met Lazov already, but I
He
don't.
just doesn't remember it.
No.
I know.
He either doesn't remember it or didn't know it was Lazov.
Exactly.
Turns out Lazov was the asshole throwing rocks at the window of Jason's office.
no, that was Viper. That was Viper.
Yeah, we secretly
You didn't-
Lazov.
Guy throwing rocks. There were two guys throwing rocks.
Yeah, there's Lazov, and then there's Viper, who is secretly Lazov.
Well, that couldn't have been. That might have been Lazov just dressed up as Viper, for all you know.
It's Lazov. Who knows?
I mean, for all you know, he could have been dressing up as Viper because he just felt like, you know what, I'm just gonna mess with him, and I'm also gonna just mess with his establishment slightly.
So anyway, I guess
Lazov could do anything for any reason. He doesn't need like justification.
I guess Trostani meeting. Yeah.
So I think last we left Sovenrel, you were off escorting Granny Tree Trunks, and as you get to as she takes you to the very center of the garden, to a route that you've patrolled but never really walked before. And goddammit, I wish I could put on some fucking music for extra effect, but
Pasu copyright.
yeah. And the jukebox on Roll20 is kind of fucky.
Thank you for not copywriting my stream when I've just started streaming.
Curse you, DMCA.
I mean, I get why it exists, but it still sucks.
Yep.
Curse you, douchebag record labels.
Damn you, Disney!
Let me put that on the server.
Curse you, record labels! Damn you, Disney!
That was that's beautiful.
Please tell me we can put a highlight on that.
I'll see. The one viewer who's watching, if you want to clip that.
Please, if someone is watching, clip that, please.
I think you should be able to clip that yourself, Sam.
I can, but I also have to dig through the VOD for it.
Fuck.
Either dig through the VOD or open up.
That being said,
Give me a sec.
so Sovenrel, you are actually going down. Lady Tree Trunk seems to be guiding you to a spot that you've always patrolled the gardens, but you've never actually gone in this specific part of the gardens.
Could we get a description?
Produced a key, which happens to open a special metal gate.
Could we get a description of Tree Trunks for the audience?
Ah, yes, Lady Tree Trunks. So she is a very tall but very hunched, elderly Loxodon woman who has a very big cane. Well, more like a quarterstaff of a walking stick. Because she's old as fuck and needs to actually walk.
I wasn't able to get the thing inside. You would see it in the VOD.
She's kind of very similar to the inspiration of Tree Trunks from Adventure Time, except instead of making her, a very quadrupedal, sweet old little elephant, she is a bipedal, very tall, swole elephant lady who still is kind of an old lady.
Makes the world's greatest apple pie.
She does also make apple pies.
Yeah, but she's also so swole she can beat your ass without even trying.
Oh yeah, totally.
Even though she prefers not to, if given the choice.
Yeah.
She has a very She has like a very sturdy rocking chair she sits in most of the time. And about 3 times, everyone in the campaign has decided we are going to protect this NPC with our lives. Even the Rakdos and Demir people kind of stopped and agreed no one should harm this one NPC. Anyone who does will be absolutely murder fucked.
I mean, as long as she doesn't have a debt or turns out to be evil, I won't kill her.
Oh yeah, no, there was one point where the other there in a different campaign, the different Orzhov, there was another Orzhov player who was an Orzhov paladin, hilariously enough, but he was a Minotaur named Rogar.
Does actually sound pretty badass.
He at one point thought about extorting Granny Tree Trunks for apple pies.
They are that
But
good.
I mean, Minotaur Paladin is great, but consider Mafia Angel.
Imagine very entitled rich kid Mafia Minotaur Paladin.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'll imagine a Minotaur with the disposition of an entitled rich kid.
That's pretty damn good.
And he thought about extorting this old lady for apple pies, and then was proceeded to be put back into place by a very short, angry little goblin wizard. And, yeah, that little shit will be dealt with accordingly later on, because right now I think little Zexel is, currently working in his current timeline as a professor of one of the Izzet colleges, training recruits and whatnot. And I think right now, probably the one of his things he tries to teach vehemently is try not to make your fucking project on a budget. And he always kind of is just very angrily shouting at every goblin in the Izzet League that wants to just be like, I want to make a balloon and tie myself to it.
Is it goblins?
Or better yet, look at this stick. I attached a firework to it.
Is it goblins?
Yeah, no. Is it? For some reason, Zexel thinks that, he hates how goblins and then most other people can try to get away with the final project being so fucking cheesy. In fact, he constantly is smashing people's dreams. Which is why some of the Izzet board are considering demoting him, but they just don't know how to get around the short, angry goblin with more authority than the average goblin.
They have tenure.
Anyway, Tree Trunks and Tristani.
Yeah, so that being said, with as Sonrel Tree Trunks opens the gate, says, "This way, dearie," and she just seems to put most of her weight on the cane as she kind of continues forward.
Cracks the pavement.
Like, Sonrel is still trying to help her, support her a little bit more, so she doesn't put so much stress on herself a little bit.
She appreciates the help, but she seems to rely on this very thick walking cane, which is about
it's basically a tree.
It's
like
about
a very
the
small
size
tree.
of it. Yeah. It's about the thickness of your entire body frame. Probably thicker.
Yeah.
Because Amber's body frame.
Look over back to the turtle incident where I caught a turtle going Mach speed down a hill.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, so this probably isn't as hard as that, is it?
I'm still trying to remember why someone threw a turtle down the street.
It was a random encounter. It was a random encounter that you did.
Oh yeah, I rolled the dice and said, okay, someone threw a turtle.
I rolled a natural 20, you just caught the turtle.
Dude would have probably been great in fucking hockey or soccer catching that turtle.
Yo, so have you? Okay, not to go off topic, but
Uh-huh.
have you
No worries.
guys seen the thing of where a turtle was lodged into someone's windshield
Oh, I saw
because a
that
vehicle
article.
in front of it picked it up with its tire and fucked it
Poor
damn
tortoise.
near Mach speed at the windshield.
Poor tortoise.
Oh no!
This was
The
a
thing is,
regular, like, box
the tortoise.
turtle.
The thing is, the turtle wasn't the turtle like fine?
No,
Or did the
actually,
turtle
turns
die?
out the turtle died on impact.
Aw.
But here's the thing: it nearly
Oh, yeah,
decapitated a woman.
Oh yeah, it nearly
I'm gonna die, I'm
decapitated a
taking you
woman.
with
Nearly
me.
decapitated a woman.
Jesus Christ!
I saw the picture.
Yo.
It was lodged halfway through a window.
Yeah, so that makes green shells in Mario Kart much more scarier now.
Yeah, you have a
They were
corpse.
red shells.
And there was like, I still don't know if that could that turtle shell technically have decapitated Zone?
Yes, yes,
It could have.
probably. If he didn't get away in time, and it did enough
Also, the turtle was
damage.
massive. You said the turtle was massive. It's like the size of a boulder.
Oh no!
Oh, that would
yeah,
have fucking
it wasn't
eviscerated.
throwing.
It would have turned Silverell into paste.
Yeah, I rolled a natural
Like
20 and caught it.
fine red mist.
I fucking caught it though. So,
I feel like
Like a
I
Slurpee out of a car
If
windshield.
Silverell messed that up, I would have just imagined him evaporating and just put the Yoda death sound effect.
yeah.
Alright, continuing.
Okay, that being said, though, Silverell survived for the most part with sheer luck and bullshittery alone. And finally, as he is going through with Lady Tree Trunks, you go to a very interesting little grove of trees, which, as you reach the center of the garden, Tree Trunks stops, and you see her proceed to kneel for a second in respect to something.
Silverell follows suit.
As you then take one look in front of you, you see a very particular looking tree, but the strange part about this tree is there are dryads on it. Not one, not two, but three. And each one seems to be looking the two of you over almost almost in perfect synchronicity. Like all three of them are moving in unison. They immediately look upon each of you and smile and go, "Hello again, Lady Tree Trunks. Always a pleasure to see you. Who have you brought before me?" She gets up and answers, "This." She just kind of she immediately looks up and goes, gives like a very acknowledging little toot of her horn and goes, "Thank you, Tristani. I'd like to present Sophenrel, one of our late up nights guardians of the garden. He was recently working on a few assignments, and I figured that he would need to be brought forward to tell you all he knows of what he's been seeing." "Very well. We will make preparations in accordance to what we hear. Sylvanrel, is it?" The very strange part about these dryads is they almost seem to talk in unison. Like, even though they speak in a very like soothing tone, all three of them almost sound like they're talking at once and in perfect synchronicity, that you almost can hear one voice from three different sources.
Hello. Yes, I am Silvermel. Oh boy. Recently, I visited Jace, and he brought up the fact that something massive is coming, and we should probably prepare.
I see. The three persona seems to answer.
Like,
Very well.
the part of my brain thinks that he also mentioned that other people are starting to act odd, apparently.
How so?
I,
They all seem to tilt their head autonomously, like all at the same time.
I, I, I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Appears we will be needing to do what the Conclave has been doing for a while now, which is to continue to prepare. Lady Tree Trunks, she immediately just nods her head. Yes, Guildmaster? Let us continue our preparations and be ready for when dire times come, that we will stand in unity. Is our hierarch still around? Yes. Then inform him of everything up till this point. And Sylvanrel,
Yes.
walk with Matt Selesnya and continue to do our work. They all seem to nod as the gate seems to open with a vine, like as if the door opened for you after your report was done.
I slowly nod and start heading over to my barracks.
Granny,
I like to imagine as I go to my barracks, like I see my second dire wolf start like approaching me because he's been busy with the other wolves, making sure the other wolves stay in like line more or less for the other people who use other dire wolves. Because I have two of them, remember? One amber and the other
oddly
one.
enough, though, you also see, like, on your way out of leaving the special garden, there's like a few like outside the garden, there's like a few little girls that actually are like making little flower crowns and whatnot.
Wholesome.
Because that's kind of a common sight in the Selesnian gardens.
I like to stop for a quick second and bring Amber over, and also bringing Todd. Todd's the other dire wolf I have, and offer the girls to pet the two wolves for a bit, seeing if they want to pet them or not.
Being little girls, of course, they want to pet giant wolves.
I smile
Giant
softly I'd smile softly and make some flower crowns with them for a few seconds before I head back fully to the barracks. And be safe out there. And may Mount Celestia be with you. I do a small little bow after I'm done with the flower crowns and hand the flower crowns to the girls.
I keep forgetting how fucking wholesome the Selesnian Conclave is.
They are the calmest of all the guilds, probably, in comparison.
Well, they're calm,
no.
but they also are building an army in case they need to fight.
Yeah, the Quiet Storm.
Yeah, they're also probably the nicest.
Yeah, like, literally the two nicest colors.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
You are just convincing me to try and make a Selesnya aligned villain.
yeah, but by the way, I'm just gonna say this right now to you, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to get to the crab, Todd is coming along with Amber.
Oh boy.
The two wolves are about to be unleashed.
I don't know what this crab did, but clearly he's gonna get wrecked.
Yeah.
Stepped on a
Well, actually, no, I do know what this crab did. So, for background context, the crab that everyone seems to be planning to absolutely fuck up and ruin his day Earlier in the campaign, we had a run-in in the Rakdos Circus where everything sort of began, and everyone seems to have, oddly enough, come together in the Rakdos Circus, which, is one of the most dangerous places to be in Ravnica.
Don't forget, majority of us actually snuck in.
No,
Yeah, a good portion of
one of
everyone
us
kind
snuck in. One of
One
us snuck in. I intimidated my way in, and then the other two paid.
Yeah.
I brought
Two
my
of you,
children willingly.
actually paid to see the show, and it was actually pretty good. But then I think everyone decided to help this one little girl and chew out her dad,
Yeah.
being a deadbeat.
Yep.
Yep.
For bringing her to a Rakdos circus.
And one of the
This man brought a little girl to a murder circus carnival.
and that girl got 2 kittens, over 500,000 gold.
Not even close to 500,000 gold. I gave her like 50 gold.
Which is basically $500,000.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me do these calculations because that is not even close to what it is.
I know.
You guys have overcompensated now that I've keyed you on to like each copper being multiple gold.
How many little girls have you guys helped in this entire campaign, too?
Well,
Sovereign Realm helped a 2 and we all collectively helped a 3rd.
yeah. So for
Oh yeah,
3,
the spider incident.
yeah.
2 spider
The
incidents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things get chaotic here. It's Ravnica.
Also, I saved an ice cream once, and Andrew nearly wanted to destroy that ice cream.
I had to control my impulses. I wasn't playing a straight Rakdos character.
Okay, a cup of
Let's do
coffee.
that.
Okay, in Ravnica, a cup of coffee is 10 copper. That is going off the assumption that a normal cup of coffee is $10 for like normal ass crappy coffee. Then that means each copper is $1 or $2 if we're assuming average coffee for $20 cost. Then multiply that by 10 for silver, which is 20 for a silver, let's say, 200 for a gold, and then I gave 50 gold, so that is about
About 50K, almost $1 million.
Close. I think that's more
No,
actually
not
10,000.
close.
not that.
If it's 50k, that's still way off a mil.
All right,
Yeah.
so 50 times 10, 20.
About 100k.
Still
Maybe.
a lot.
You basically still gave her.
Let's see it.
That was the agreement we all understood. You basically gave her any college tuition of her choice.
Yeah.
Yep. You basically gave her enough for college tuition.
You put a
10,000 is the math.
10,000.
That's still more than enough for college tuition.
Oh wait,
Exactly.
actually more like 5,000 because looking at a newspaper it's 15 CP, so it looks like copper is a dollar in comparison.
Yeah.
So 5,000.
Still though,
It's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
For
Let's
a
get back
little
to
girl, at
you.
least.
So, that being said, I think after Silvanrel is done playing in the grass with 2 small children, I think now Victor's already completed his downtime. Josephine completed downtime. I think we're just down to Cheval now.
Yep.
Cheval,
Hey, yeah.
it's time for your downtime for probably meeting up with your guild master or whatnot. Unless you want to just say it happened and you probably forgot about it.
Up to you. if
Because
you
I think
wanna-
legally you're allowed to, being part of the Demir.
But to be pretty honest, I think we already did that actually, because I remember the blue wires to tattoo on the neck and the wires to the connection to the head.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was
yeah,
hinted
Cheval
that he.
already did.
Yeah, I think it was hinted that he met Lazav, but it's not explicit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he did, and also I don't remember if you stopped at the other outpost, the Demir outpost in Rakdos or not.
I haven't stopped off there yet. No.
I.e. Viper's office, because I think he also serves coffee there.
Somebody say coffee.
Yes.
I also think we're probably going to Viper in order to get information for the Crab Man soon, so we can kill that fucker.
Well, if we're out of downtime, I guess we're going to me gathering everyone.
Yep.
All right.
I'm presuming I'm just gonna randomly find Viper's place again and break down the door.
All right.
That door is being held up with just fucking duct tape at this point.
So, Savinrel, as you are
It repair it.
as you are playing with the children, you feel a shadow loom above you.
Good God, motherfucker.
I'm actually imagining Todd starts growling because he isn't used to you. So I look up, realize it's you. It's a Todd, calm down. That's a friend. Hello, Josephine. How you doing?
Hello. She has her normal stern expression on her face, but then she sees the kids, and you roll an insight check.
Okay, give me a hot second. I need to reopen my tablet because it decided to go in sleep mode. Okay, hold on inside. I think that did it. Check. Did not show up. Okay, yeah, tablet's being a funky little thing sometimes. So inside again. Click.
It is not showing up.
There I go. I think now it's showing up. I think I clicked on it now, but
But what's your modifier? We'll just roll a d20 for you.
it's +1.
Yeah, you notice her expression softens a bit, seeing the little kids. And then she just kind of snaps back. How do you feel about Crab?
I'd rather boil him alive for what he's done.
Good.
Darkest thing
Apple
said
flies
in-
past you both into the distance.
Can I make a check to cut it with my scythe midair?
Yes.
What check?
Dexterity.
Dexterity check or save?
You're trying to cut an apple mid-flight.
Would it be a straight check or a save?
If you fail
Dexterity
it,
save.
if you fail this, I like to try roll athletics to catch it myself. If you fail.
Okay.
Turns out it gets cut in half and then it hits Solvenrail and the dog goes into face.
13.
I'm gonna say that was a pretty good check. So you managed to cut the apple straight in half mid-flight.
Just glaring in the direction it came from.
There's now apple all over, traces of apple on your scythe.
I don't mind.
Considering the bloodstains, I think it's a pretty good change.
Yeah, don't forget.
You'll probably need to get a rag soon.
I pull out a rag for you to clean it off. Like, here you go.
I'm in a ready position,
The
facing.
the two apples land facing with the cut ends facing upward on the
I'll
ground.
I'll pick up
But
the
as
apple.
you look to see where the apple came from, it looks like no one could have thrown it.
I'll pick up the apple and check if there's any writing on it because I remember Victor's lab.
Nope. In fact, the apple actually is fresh as fuck. Like it's a fresh as fuck green apple.
I lower my scythe out of a guard position.
By the way, I like to clean up the apple slices and hand it to the girls. Like, here you go.
Okay, you hand each girl half an apple.
Yep.
They smile at you, giggle, and then they eat the apples happily while wearing flower crowns. This is way too wholesome for my taste.
Still looking in the direction the apple came from. I'm gonna reach, grab the rag from Sophenrel, and wipe off my scythe. And then just
You look into the tree, you see a singular squirrel disappear into it.
That is a buff squirrel.
I relax from any
Squirrel probably has hit the gym way too many times.
I relax from any combat stance now. Finally. All right then.
We probably should go get Victor.
Yeah, good idea. You don't want to piss off that squirrel. They will fuck you up.
It's the Wakanda squirrel.
It's a Wakanda squirrel.
Anyway,
These nuts forever.
But we probably should get like Victor next, and then maybe our other ranger friend.
Yeah. That's what the plan was, and she just walks off in the direction of Is It sector.
I like to get on to Amber and gesture to Todd to come along. So
I will cast
you are
Find Greater
passing by.
Speed. I'll cast Find Greater Speed to get my Griffin.
As
No,
you
no, I'll
walk
walk.
by, you guys are walking by Lady Tree Trunks' house on the way out. She is sitting on her large rocking chair, waving at you two.
I wave back, smiling happily.
I do not take notice.
An apple is flying at you.
I'm gonna roll back to catch it. Hold on. let's
Okay.
roll. Ah! Ah! Ah!
He's not Sodom!
Start rolling!
Again, trying to cut the apple.
Holy shit! You caught it mid-flight. Like you literally
That,
dive rolled.
that was me.
and hit
That was me trying to cut it again.
You once again cut that apple clean in half.
Why am I having so many troubles with Jewel 20 right now? Why?
Oh, God!
Jesus.
Well, they all came in at once. Oh.
I mean, I kind of was half expecting, I kind of was just imagining all those rolls. So girl just suddenly was like having a seizure, like while the apple flew, like. He just distorted like in Gary's mind.
I'm actually trying it because now it doesn't. Now it doesn't. Why doesn't it do it before?
It was all at once.
You catch all
Hold on,
the
I
people.
think I clicked the wrong thing.
I was a.
So to answer your question, Presley, they can't see you.
Alright.
Was it Granny Tree Trunks who threw the apple?
No, like you swear to God, she didn't even lift a finger. The apple should have come from one of the trees.
It's secretly one of Granny Tree Trunk's many simps.
I'm not even gonna grace that with like an insult or like how dare you. Just what the fuck?
What? People fucking love that apple pie!
Yes, but simp
Especially
implies
the
something
squirrel.
else.
How do I...
Are you saying that people can't be
Slash
attracted
W.
to? Are you saying that people can't be attracted to an elephant, Granny?
I mean, I know GILFs exist, but no.
Don't you kink shame people?
I am not fixating people. I'm just silently judging you.
Judging you from a faraway distance.
Anyway, I continue making my way over to Is It.
That fucking hurt though. Just saying. All of a sudden, numbers. After I close the chat tab, which I thought would be able to do things peacefully.
There is no God where you're going.
Yeah.
Rakdos. Only Rakdos.
Hang on a second.
We worship the true science.
Hello, Dracula from Castlevania.
You're not
Ah,
something.
you must be a Belmont.
Yeah.
You must be the Belmont.
Proceed to kick him in the dick like so many,
Rest.
many other attempts.
Oh no,
Damn.
no! Now
Really
you've
not.
also reminded me of the other great line. God's standing right here in front of you, and he's gonna have sex again.
Oh God.
I love that line from
Hey, guys.
Castlevania. It's so
What?
good.
Have you guys ever noticed that Dracula has 2 of his fingers untrimmed?
Oh yeah.
You know what that's for?
I've heard this joke before.
Oh.
Yeah,
Look at eyeballs.
there's a reason why they're untrimmed, and there's a reason why his wife is still there.
You mean why they are trimmed?
Oh. They are
That's why I
not
said why
trimmed.
they are trimmed.
Oh. Oh no.
Let's move on from this conversation, please.
Parker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's move on from this conversation. So we can be a little bit uncomfortable.
Hang
A
on a
little
second,
bit.
I'm just typing something.
So off to Victor we go. See the lap we solve. Where everything makes us fun. Where everything is go.
Loud pounding on the door of the laboratory.
As you've noticed, the laboratory seems to have been overhauled with a mystical layer of extra construction.
By the way, where's Tommy, by the way? Just wondering.
Where the fuck do you think?
I'm gonna try to find Tommy in order to secretly gift him the dancing sword.
There's only like one place Tommy likes to usually hang out.
So,
Backpack. When we're working, he goes in the backpack.
okay, so that means I have to find Victor first before I do that. Good enough.
And to do that, we have to get inside.
Yeah, can I try to see if I can slip by the ginormous building and get inside or no?
Well, let's see. My doors are pretty much open to all except for during construction of a new project, so this is one of the rare amount of times when the doors are actually mostly locked. Not for because we don't like visitors, but mostly for safety.
So I guess Victor's gonna hear double knocks, one loud and one quiet.
You
One
see a
zombie
mighty
stuff.
crack of green, blue, and black lightning come from the sky.
Oh.
As
Huh.
as lightning strikes and the elements combine, you hear me laughing out loud. A very muffled conversation. Then you hear the sound of an eep. And then me shouting something completely different.
On the way, I like to imagine as soon as the lightning comes down, that Todd jumps to my arms like,
Yeah, Presley,
hold-
you see the no.
That's why I'm laughing.
so, yeah, slow. Basically, I'm
so-
sorry, I'll wait.
Also, Victor, if Victor hasn't turned around yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Tommy's probably staring at you then.
Presley, as you were walking out of the gardens, you kind of see 2 little girls that were just stop and look jealously at you as you look at something that probably was left out for them. Congratulations, you have stolen an apple pie from tree trunks and 2 little girls. You monster.
Were you?
Cheval's not gonna fucking care.
Wait, were you the one throwing the apples?
No,
He wasn't.
no. What you are
Plus, you would
going
have no
to
evidence
see.
if you did.
Hold on. What you guys are going to see though is as you guys are walking into Victor's lab, Victor, as you turn around, you see them 2, but then you see Cheval nonchalantly just casually walking behind them, not saying a word, just digging into this apple pie.
By the way, can I roll something real quick? Actually, can I roll something for Amber real quick?
Okay.
Specifically for... I'm gonna quickly roll something to see if she notices the smell.
Nope.
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 Are you sure? Because apple pie do make a lot of smell.
That's a natural
You rolled a
one.
nat 1.
That one.
I haven't even rolled it yet.
You rolled something. You rolled
Oh
mall.
no, that's a mall.
That's a mall.
Because I was scrolling in, because that's what's happening. I was scrolling in.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going using a tablet right now.
I
That's
think
why.
that would be a perception.
I
Or some-
understand I have disposable workers at times, but like even I'm not that rude.
No, she wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, good point.
It was on the fence. And I guess it was left out for the little girls outside, but Jamal took it.
Oh no, what Joe is trying to say is that with Sovenrel casually walking behind them, not saying a word, eating the pie, would have Amber picked up the smell of the pie?
Oh, was Cheval casually walking with the pie? Yeah, would Amber have smelled the pie? Yeah, I imagine.
No, that
Uh,
perception check, with that perception check and my check to you,
Yeah, opposed stealth check.
opposed stealth check?
Disadvantage because scent
Yeah,
of pie.
unless you want, because he's active looking for. Unless, what's your passive perception? I mean, what's your passive stealth? Or actually, no. Yeah, actually, no. You have to make a pass. There's no passive stealth. So
Well, there isn't a
Make a-
passive written for many skills, but the passive is 10 plus whatever you have.
yeah.
So, okay, if it's a passive, then my passive's like 20.
Well, there's
Or
no
passive-
passive. Stealth,
yeah, there's no
so you have to
passive
make an
stealth, so I'll
opposed
roll it.
stealth check.
Yeah.
You are really good at hiding the
Yep.
scent of pie.
By the way, I'm saying this right now. If Amber or me catches you with that pie, we are gonna go full swinging on you.
Yeah, another loud pounding at Victor's door. Just
Victor, you hear a banging on the door.
Also, both of you still haven't noticed Cheval.
of course not.
I know. You better hope
How
you
much of
reach
the
that
pie have
pie.
you dug into already?
How long is the walk from the Selesnya Conclave to the fucking Victor's lab?
All done.
Half hour.
At least a half hour? Then damn, he's probably finished the entire pie by now.
There is
Thank
like
fucking
crumbs
God.
all over your face now.
As
Thank
the
fucking God,
experiment
it's done.
concludes,
You're probably
as
like
the experiment
down to the last quarter by the time you're there.
Yeah.
Because Granny's pie is very filling. Like the minute you take the first bite, you can tell it's like the fucking angels have kissed this pie.
Yeah.
Like
The
it is like
angels
so
are
fucking
eating
rich.
this
You could
pie.
tell like this is the kind of shit you'd expect your grandma to have made for you.
the angels in this pie.
No,
have
this isn't
ascended
just
the pie
your
into an
grandma. This is
archangel.
Ravnica's grandpa. Not even.
This
not
is
even
Ravnica's
the Rakdos
grandma.
Circus is just like there to mess with
Grandma.
Selesnya.
She is Grandmaka.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Grandmaka.
By the way, I wonder what your character's thoughts when you see the second wolf now next to me.
Okay, so question: when did you clone the doggo?
Oh, this isn't a clone. This is Amber's mate, Todd. Todd, hello.
Oh wait. Oh wait. As I noticed Sylvan Roll finally in the back. Ah yes, Frederick's friend. Finally, I've been waiting for you.
I turn and I turn around and notice Cheval and just assume that he was also here though. Also just showed up
You
here.
see,
A nearly
Christine Nielsen
empty
Cheval,
tin of,
like,
of apple pie.
literally stuffing his face with the last slice of that pie.
Raises an eyebrow but doesn't care.
By the way,
And, it looks like a stolen pin tray, pie tray.
by the way,
Doesn't care.
Victor, I thought thought Tommy would like the dancing sword. It's probably more useful in their hands than mine. I slip out the sword and hand it over to you. So technically, it's now out of my inventory. So
Now Tommy has a magic sword.
And and two flamethrowers. You gave your child 2 flamethrowers.
removing Daddy's sword and
God, he gave a child 2 flamethrowers.
dancing sword's now out of my inventory. So technically, I do no longer have my short sword. So I can't remove my attack thing there, but I no longer have a short sword.
One moment, as I have Tommy pull out something from my backpack, and it's slightly elongated now. And I hand you a pyro converter.
Oh, thank you.
My lab believes in equivalent exchange. You give my child a toy that now he is going to have way too much fun with, and Tommy is now trying to attend to it and staring at the shiny object. I say it's only fair to give you something of great value to him as well. Also, he has one already, so may as well use the other for something. Just be careful not to use it too much. It has a tendency to, what's the word, explode?
Oh,
Yes, explode.
Yep.
Victor,
Never
we need
underestimate.
So the party's back together at the Izzet office.
So,
Yeah.
Victor,
While
Cheval.
Oh yeah, wait.
Cheval, what do you do with the
Cheval
end-
just
and-
belches
pie
out.
tray?
Cheval just belches out. Oh man, that pie was fucking delicious.
I look over as soon as I hear the word pie. What type of pie was it, may I ask? And where is it from?
Cherry pie. Picked it up from the market.
Roll a bluff check.
Roll deception!
Roll to lie about the world's most famous pie.
22 deception! Wow.
What should
All
I
right.
roll? What should I roll for this?
Oppose that.
Insight.
Oh god, insight. I probably didn't get it. Hold on, let me check.
You hit history.
No, that's
Well, we can use the same roll, and you said +1 modifier earlier, so that would be... that's a 5. It's a +1 to insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe him that must have been a pretty good cherry pie, despite the obvious trail of apple.
I will also roll insight just to see.
Okay.
I do not care for the
Ah!
pie. We do not care.
I'm using digital dice, and it was on 19 for a split second.
Natural one. You
Oh.
also agree.
Even you,
You-
lie.
You believe that this must be what cherries smell like, even though there is an obvious apple crumb on his face.
Must have been weird cherries.
You are lucky the fate decided to be kind to you, sir. You are lucky.
You
Well-
are a monster, and I am proud of you.
Literally, all of Ravnica is jealous for the crime
Okay.
you just committed, Cheval.
You guys have to understand, he was raised in the Gruul clans. He literally does not give two shits.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have one massive one after eating.
You are. That's a lot of fiber you just consume.
Admittedly, you're gonna be shitting very viciously tonight. You know how much sugar is in an apple pie, right?
Also how much
Yes.
fiber. Also how much fiber it is as well. So it's gonna be like soft shitting. It's gonna be hard shitting.
Yeah, no,
It is gonna be
this is enough
vicious diarrhea.
sugar to sustain a massive, nearly 7-foot long grandmother.
You're gonna be having the most legendary toilet problem in all of Ravnica.
I'll be
If the
shitting
toilet is
literal.
still intact.
I'll be shitting literal bricks to make foundation.
And the mortar. You're gonna be shitting out the brick.
He's gonna be literally going Super Saiyan just to take a dump.
You will be building a small shack out of your shit.
the ground, the ground is gonna have a massive crater when it comes out.
By the way, I'm gonna say this now because Christy said it. How do you feel about crabs, Victor?
Depends. Are we talking about going for seafood? Because I could go for some seafood. I do have like an associate who knows a really
Wait,
good
crabs? I would love to crack into a crab.
Well, since you already had your dessert, why not the main course?
I'm down.
Oh, this is the metaphor for something. Oh, are we gonna beat that one's ass?
Yes,
Yeah.
Victor.
We are.
Oh, then I have an excellent associate to bring for that. Oh, me.
I would. Oh. Hello?
Did you hear the
Okay.
sounds of
Yeah.
thudding? Thudding, flossing, thudding. As you see, a not large, but like pretty damn tall creature, almost as tall as me, made up of a green gelatinous substance filled with a black and blue sort of wispy energy inside it.
May I roll Arcana to understand it? But can I roll Arcana to understand it real quick?
I gotta say, it's gonna be probably a pretty hard check because this is a brand new creature.
7.
13 Arcana.
The first roll.
Seven. No, all it knows is that the word it says is instead of like I am Groot, it just says Meep.
Oh, okay. Oh, I rolled twice because I really hate this tablet sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
you can barely recognize this thing beyond. This has to be you.
I feel like Beep's just gonna have like its own set of phrases, but it's just gonna constantly say meep in
Oh,
different tones, like meep.
I would also like to say that Chris does not have her entourage with her right now, but
Yeah.
she does have Id with her.
Yeah. Oh my little girl, how are you doing?
She looks at you and she looks at Chris and then she kind of like flexes a bit and looks pretty excited.
Oh my goodness, you're so good. You are so good. And so I kind of like just give her a little pet and stuff on the head. Oh, and so how's Ego doing with you, young one? Looks at off and around the doggos.
Eagle actually is very entertained right now, and they often join some of the younger people in the guild in order to craft flowers with them. I often make sure they wear the gloves so they don't accidentally hurt people, but they're making wonderful friends with some of the other younger people.
Oh, it's nice to hear my children going on so well, especially in the other guilds.
There is a slightly singed. Wait, I forget what kind of weird is the one following Joe.
The ones following Joe and following
Well, we're not Eagle
Sam.
saying
I have a Deimos Magon.
Yeah, the
I forget,
Deimos
it's-
one. Yeah, they're technically made from, I think, for a lack of a better word, quicksilver and I believe usually something else.
But wait,
They're not-
Eagle right now is singly at the barracks right now playing with the other kids right now. So
I think.
Ego's the electrical one.
Oh yeah, then they were probably wearing a very singed flower crown.
yeah, like but they're right now Eagle though is right now at Celestia Conclave right now playing with the kids and like letting them actually have a normal kind of life.
Meanwhile, with the kids and Ego, they were going to grab an apple pie, but now it is missing.
Ego now wants to go on a quest for the apple pie.
That could be a
Good
sign.
job, Cheval.
You made contact with kids.
You
Bye.
denied children their
Alright.
sustenance by stealing an apple pie.
Well,
I'm
they should have
betting
been
that
paying attention better.
Ego probably wanting to impress the others, decides to go on a like tiny adorable crusade to look for the thief. So in other words, they're going to
I
play
feel
detective.
like you're just gonna end up throwing the tin. It's gonna fly in a random direction, and by the time Ego just kind of thinks he's found it, just the pie tin just falls on his head comedically,
And then they all cry.
and they all cry.
Yeah.
And Cheval just doesn't.
Cheval,
care.
hold on. Can I actually just make this check real quick?
Okay, sure. What is it? What are you trying
For
to
empathy. Roll
let's
for
see.
empathy.
Are you trying
No,
to
no, no.
launch the pie tin into space?
I'm trying to frisbee I'm trying to frisbee this shit.
Do it.
Let's need to get Frederick to make a tiny catapult.
What type of
using-
check would that be?
You're trying to throw it, right?
I'm trying to frisbee it.
Okay. The average
like
pie
athletics.
tin, I'd say, is pretty heavy, so I imagine that'd be pretty good strength check.
That's actually like a full-on frisbee.
Or maybe
Like a
would that even still be a?
Mm.
Maybe that would be a. That could also be a dex tag check. So honestly, either way,
Either way,
It'd be throwing.
it's throwing it.
Yeah.
it doesn't go that far.
You try to throw it, but then it just kind of comes back to you.
wait, what?
You hit you in the head.
Hold on. Cheval's gonna be confused, like, what kind of fucking witchcraft is this?
You gonna throw it again?
You hit you in
Because
the
no,
head.
Cheval knows about normal boomerangs. He's gonna be like confused. He's like, what the fuck?
How
Alright,
do
just
you
throw it again.
so crispy all around? It's aerodynamic.
Throw it again. Throw it as hard as you can. I think it's out of character. Like, you just got it again, like, what the fuck? Tosses it away again.
Okay,
There we
you
go.
throw it a good distance away, and you see it like literally fly almost out of sight. Like it literally went into a nice curve over someone's building, and you also see it hit some poor pigeon mid-flight.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
And also that pigeon got
Yes!
eaten by a drake.
The skies in Ravnica
I'm
are
just
not
like,
safe.
nice! I'm just like, nice!
There's a lot of drakes and spiders in Ravnica.
Yes, there are, kid. Yes,
Drakes
there
and
are.
spiders. I should give my colleague that idea.
Meanwhile, with shit, what was that weird called again?
Meat.
Ego?
Meanwhile with Ego, as the kids are all going on a crusade for the missing pie, right when they think they found a special golden apple, Ego is immediately assailed by a pie tin. And it somehow didn't just hit Ego, it bounced off Ego and hit all three little children.
It ricocheted on all three of them.
All
You are a
three
fucking
kids
horrible
unintentionally.
You are literally a horrible person.
They all have like a massive bruise on their head now. They're all, like crying and going back to tree trunks after they found the missing pie tin.
I'm actually going to. Curse is gonna grab Victor's arm and pull him aside a bit.
You know?
Look, you're her father. I don't know if I should. We're likely gonna be meeting Rakdos himself. I don't know if I want to bring Id into that. But it's your choice.
That is not for me to decide. Id and Ego were designed to have their own thoughts and own beliefs. Not mine. The only reason my children currently at the lab follow me is because they chose to. In the end, it is their choice in the matter. I believe that all weirds have a choice, not just to simply serve.
I'm not asking serving. I am asking you as a parent. Should I take your child into possibly the most dangerous place in this city?
Honestly, for me personally, I would let them do as they want. I would say ask Id. Id is the one who wants to know. I have no more control than I do over most of my creations. I may be her father, but also I am merely a man. You are responsible for her, and so am I. But my responsibility both as a scientist and as a father tell me to nurture and allow them to grow. If you think it's too dangerous for them right now, then teach them that that danger is not meant to be done yet. Let her go back to the doors are, and maybe work on something small for now. Let her grow and nurture. Only then will she be ready for things like that.
They're gonna be like a really good bank teller, I tell you.
Meanwhile, as for my children, William and Tommy, the only reason I take them out on field missions is I'm not going to be here forever. And also, Tommy has has life expectancy. If I go, he has to go. As for William, I have faith in his abilities. I trust him, as I've trained him to be just like me. If not, maybe one day better. If you think it's too dangerous, make the call. What you think is right. Not what you think is profitable, but right.
I don't give.
I can sense a little bit of my mother in
This
you.
man a fucking Oscar.
Well, two things. First, roll an insight check. I guess that's 21 deception.
Seriously, I was trying to choke back fucking tears from how palpable that shit was.
Alright, yeah. The curse's
But I'm
face
not talking about
is
palpable
hardened.
like the apple pie Presley just assailed 3 children.
Yeah, so Chris's face is hard and stern.
Wait, Do I know, since I threw that technically, that I hit those 3 children?
It
You
fell
get a
out of
feeling
sight.
that you hurt quite a few people with that pie tin.
Ding,
You're not
ding,
sure about who or why. You just know it probably hit somebody.
ding.
You get a strange bit of sadistic satisfaction from it. Like
I
you
merely
kind of
gave
feel
them-
like somewhere the universe is telling you just from the very faintest twang or something that pie tin has probably made a very nasty bruise in some poor child's head. But wait, was Frederick surfing in the pie tin as he threw it?
No, Frederick is on top of the dinosaur's head.
Well, by
All
now
right.
I think
Tracy's head.
Frederick the dinosaur must have already got to the Gruul clan territories.
They probably
But
already
no,
Oh no, hold on. They
we'll
probably already
probably
have.
stop to snack on some tree or something.
It is a huntsman spider, so probably trying to snack on some bird. Probably trying to contest the pigeon that Drake picked up.
Little spider versus big ass Drake.
Frederick gives no fucks.
Spiders are
Biggest
wasting the
pet
pouch.
in Ravnica that always seems to be picking up little girls versus one spidery boy.
Okay, you know how like some spiders have like the little claw thingies at the end of like their
Mandibles,
their
yeah.
little mandibles? No, the little claw things at the end of their like actual legs. Like there's like
Yeah.
1 or 2 little clammy things. I'm imagining he has like 3 of them and he kind of like curls them back, just managing to invent a middle finger for spiders.
Yes.
I feel like after Frederick probably got back from making sure the Krasis made it back, so only Cheval knows that the Krasis is in Grill territories and it's currently snacking on their foliage. I think
No.
maybe by now Frederick would have already returned, but by then I think how I'm imagining this is Frederick decided after coming back to Cheval, jumped onto the tray before Cheval tossed it, and he probably surfed around, giving Cheval very minor nausea. But after it probably hit a pigeon, he probably fell out, was trying to jump on the pigeon, and now is mid-flight fighting a drake for a pigeon.
Actually, Cheval is not linked to Frederick.
Oh well, by that
But
time,
it's just
I
a
think,
pet. It's just a pet from the Gruul clans. Not
by
the Gruul
now,
clans,
I
from
think
the
Frederick is fighting a drake mid-flight over a dead pigeon.
I like to imagine like this, like later on we see Frederick over the Drake doing a small little victory dance when we come back from Rakdos.
It invents the floss.
He has like I think Frederick's tiny little separate has a tiny ability that whenever he's unlinked that he can only use when he's unlinked to Cheval, which is enlarging, allowing him to kind of become big enough to be like the size of a small dog.
Basically was a scientific experiment. No one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't
I love
You're not looking.
This is what happens when you bulk up on Simic goo.
It is in the sewer.
Yeah, but Simic goo is almost everywhere sometimes. Like, even the tiniest bit that if some pigeon decides to eat it, can sometimes grow big enough to attack a small apple stall. Like, just
or a
imagine
cabbage cart.
or a cabbage stand, especially.
My cabbages!
This is
If
why
any of you on stream know that reference, you're awesome.
I'm just imagining
Although-
just the tiniest bit of Simigu is enough to turn a pigeon into a cabbage destroying monster. And a big night headache for the Azorius to have to clean up.
Again.
But yeah, Chris, her face is hard as she's having this conversation with Victor. And she just kind of turns around to Ed. You're staying here at the lab. And then she just kind of storms off towards where she knows that like the entrance to the sewers is going to be.
I kind of just go down to Ed before we head out going. Told you she'd be a lot like
I
your
forgot I
grandmother.
had Victor's lab right here. Hold on a second. There's Victor's lab.
Yeah,
Sort
this
of.
is Victor. For now, temporary.
All right,
I,
so
I
I
kind of,
storm off.
I just had it on the head, going. Told you she'd be a lot like your grandmother.
So, Victor, we should probably follow our friend Josephine.
Right. Okay. You and William can keep an eye on the lab while I'm gone. Okay.
Ed
Tell me.
nods her head. She's a bit sad, but she just nods.
I'd imagine Tommy in your back, like Victor, is just starting to whistle because that's why I taught like Tommy how the sword kind of works. So you gotta see like the sword trying to float around you a little bit as he's like
Wait,
practicing.
so he's basically Baby Yondu now.
Yes,
I love this.
Good
because
lord.
that's originally how I was doing the calls with the sword and for my wolves, the whistle, roleplay wise.
I use the minor telepathic bond from the usual ritual practice that me and William do.
Yo,
And go.
hold on,
"Oh,
hold on. Funny
you
enough,
want-
Cheval is turned around. Go ahead.
William, can you watch over your younger sister for a bit? We have some personal business to attend to. Tommy will be accompanying me. Also, I'll be giving Neep a test run. You think you can keep an eye on the lab while I'm gone?
I bet as
Yep.
I bet as Josephine
Sure
is
thing, boss.
exiting. I bet as Josephine is exiting the lab, she just sees a drake carrying a tiny little pigeon, and then all of a sudden a spider transforming to it's like a dog size, the size of a dog.
No, yeah, like there's like you can hear an audible struggle outside. Probably just nature being the way it is, or just
Yeah.
a drake and a very dog-sized spider fighting over a dead pigeon.
She takes no notice. She takes no notice as she goes forward.
Like you can see like I think like Frederick kind of is also doing like a display dance or something with like huge forelimbs trying to like stick out and look fucking scary, like doing like the fucking jumping spider intimidation dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what Matting was doing as well for Victory Dance. I look up, like someone else, like Devin looks up and sees that going, my God, sometimes I wonder if I even should be outside of.
Well, if Prometheus has ever taught me anything. Sorry, my brain has forgotten something. What are we talking about?
Meanwhile, you guys are busy staring at each other. Suddenly, Frederick is now eating the drake and standing over dead drake and pigeon,
Wait, hold
doing
on.
like a fucking victory dance.
Wait, I know that dog-sized spider looks familiar to me.
Frederick.
Hi, Frederick!
Frederick! Frederick! Wait! Holy shit, he's eating that drake. What the fuck?
I imagine like grab Presley's character's like collar
Frederick
and then
very
bring you
quickly
in to what
consumes
sewers.
drake and pigeon. Frederick is now like half
So-
your size, Presley.
So,
now the size
Cheval
of
is
Great
gonna
Dane.
whistle to Frederick for Frederick to come over.
Frederick comes over, but now he's like half your size. He's swole spider.
Good boy.
I love nature. Okay,
Can I have a
Neep,
spider
we can come
pet now?
outside.
Oddly enough, though, like the
Giant
goose
spider
has
head.
like the mushroom thing. Whenever as you like pat the spider, you hear like the Mario shrink thing, where suddenly it goes back down to the size of what it was before, because it just you touch it, and it just suddenly goes back down to its normal size.
There.
Dear.
By the
Oh,
way,
Okay,
by
then.
the way, Todd, like the direwolf Todd, is still like growling and kind of very frantic because he's not used to this many
Also,
people.
as it's shrinking, Frederick kind of upchucks a bit of Simic goo.
Ah, that explains it.
Ooh, research material.
Simic goo, do not consume.
Do not consume.
Proceeds to take sample of it for personal use.
The
Gonna be
sample is
fun.
now trying to eat your finger.
Zap.
and now it is evaporated.
Note to self: Simic goo reacts poorly to electricity. Would oh. Looks over at Meep. You're still good.
The goo is now alive, and it starts to kind of eat the skeletons of the drake and the pigeon, and it goes on its way. Congratulations, you have unintentionally made a nuclear gelatinous goo monster. It then proceeds to make itself into a cube. For some reason.
That is adorable as shit.
It just has a floating drake eye staring at you guys.
So, by the way, I'm still carrying, by the way, the direwolf in my arms because he jumped into my arms when the lightning struck, so...
Good job, Shaggy.
I fully put down Todd. It's like, Jesus, Todd. Sometimes you have less in a backbone than Amber does. I bet
Todd's
Todd...
a real bitch.
Yeah, Chris has gone off in the direction of the sewers.
Yeah. But yeah, Todd is kind of...
Let's go. This is gonna be a
Yeah,
great
Todd is
run.
basically the bottom. Between the two of them, Todd's the bottom, even though he is the male and Amber's the female.
Todd is a bitch.
Yes.
Are you sure they're wolves and not secretly hyenas?
Actually, hyenas are closer related to cats than they are to dogs.
Huh.
They are felidiforme. Not true cats, but related to cats.
Nice.
Meanwhile,
Let's
you know,
finish
we'll
it.
meet up at the sewer.
As the rest of the party is catching up to Christina is just lifting up the manhole cover.
By the way, I'm still talking.
With her left hand, might I add, like just her left hand, she just lifts it up casually and throws it aside.
No, I'm going down as well, but I'm still talking about with Actually, I'm probably going last because I need to like fit my wolves in the manhole.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be a little bit longer.
After she lifts up the manhole, she just jumps down into the sewers.
This is gonna be fun. Okay.
You are immediately greeted by a mushroom folk that was just sitting there.
I want to pet it. But, like, Tommy's like,
Cheval goes right down the sewer, right behind Christine. Sees the mushroom. Sup, Steve?
resist.
Cheval.
Steve, I'm
He
on
just kind of
the
telepathically says, actually, no, he just kind of opens, it's very gravelly, and you hear a very gravelly voice going, Cheval. Oops.
Chris drops her scythe.
You see, like, Victor, like, trembling.
Dear friend.
Yeah, friend.
By the way, I'd imagine right now, comically, you see like two wolves stuck between each other as they're trying to go down the manhole, and you just hear Sobriel still up above in the surface saying, "I just wanted you two at a time, not both of you at the same time."
You just see, like,
You can tell this shroom man appears to be smoking something.
What you smoking there, bud?
Last name, weed.
Nice,
Wow.
the good shit.
It traveled fast.
Managed to get a bag of it when they weren't looking.
Nice. Hey, don't tell him. I whisper into his ear. I managed to steal an apple pie from the conclave.
Oh, God, that is... You are bastard. God, you don't know how much I want an apple pie right now after you fucking mentioned it.
By the way, imagine right now, as soon as after the apple pie
He
is mentioned,
coughs a bit. You can tell these mushroom folk aren't really used to talking with their actual voice.
sorry for interrupting, but I imagine as soon as the apple pie is said, you should allow, like, all three of you are allowed audible plop as both wolves land down below on the ground and both whimper. This isn't that big of a fall. I too sometimes a little bit limpy.
You better shut. Then the Cheval's gonna be like, you better shut the fuck up before I harvest you for psilocybin.
You see, like, Sorrel jump down, and you notice that he's taking off his, like, Silesian clothes and now has just normal common clothes on.
And he, as soon as Sovenrel drops down to see Cheval just threatening this mushroom man.
And me plops in like a blob.
Look, man, I just am wondering, like, you don't have any spare extra slices of that pie, do you, man?
Ned, shut the. No, I don't. I ate it all.
But by the way, you see Silver coming over, and you see both wolves like right next to my side. But like, just so you know, Silver's common clothes is basically like basically looks like completely guiltless instead
Hold
of
on. Hold on. Give me a
Oh
second.
shit! Like the mushroom guy sees Sonoro, goes, "Oh shit! I think they're after you about that pie. You better run, Cheval."
No, wait, you misheard what I said. I'm not in my basically. I'm not in my normal guild attire. I'm in my normal
Oh,
clothing, which
Never mind.
shows no signs at all. But I hear I hear the pie and I look over. And he asks what type of pie you guys are talking about, where it's from.
So that intimidation was the wait. Does he roll a D4?
Don't mind me.
Sam is doing Sam things.
That was a 10 on intimidation. It was a pie.
What flavor of pie?
Pie.
You see, like, okay, I'm gonna roll
Hang
intimidation.
on a second, I'm gonna roll deception.
And I'm gonna roll intimidation. Okay, roll deception first, and then I'll roll insight.
I rolled a 4 again. Oh my god, this thing rolls D4s.
That's bad.
I love
Sam
it.
is secretly rolling D4.
I rolled poorly.
Wait, that's a 3 on the inside? What the fuck? Okay,
Well-
wait, that's the... Well, wait, no, Sam, you're rolling D4s. I'm like, oh, okay. Richard rolled a 10.
So, like, Silver like slightly backs off a bit, like his eyes still glinting,
meat
but
pie. Like you can tell the highest fuck mushroom looks at Silver deadass, just kind of says with like the most like shit-eating like grin with like very high as fuck red eyes. Meat pie. And he twitches his eyebrows for the sake of an innuendo.
usually people don't call that.
He does
type
the
of pie.
eyebrow wiggle just for the sake of innuendo.
To me, this is what Silver's gonna say. Usually, when people
By
try
the-
to make window, they don't usually say meat pie unless they're doing something else. They usually say cream pie. So, unless you're doing the proper innuendo, I recommend you not say that.
Well,
And
this guy hasn't been down here very long, has he?
No, this is my first time down here, and I'm joining my
Nah.
companions here in order to kill a crowd.
No, he's a newbie. Don't mind him. Also, Christophine,
Hey,
you're gonna
Cheval, you should
you're
get
gonna
this
proceed-
one of those special sausage mushroom pies.
Actually, I like to. Can this mushroom man roll perception to see if he can realize I am Selesnian or not?
I mean, you took off your clothes.
Well, it could be like a certain
Also-
smell, like the certain smell like the weed he is using, because I'm pretty sure that's a pretty common smell in Celestia that isn't usually down here.
Okay. By the way, Sam.
He does not know it at all. He doesn't notice it.
Sam,
Yeah.
Hey, you should ask this guy.
what is Christophine's reaction to Cheval like threatening to turn this mushroom into psilocybin?
She has been staring forward blankly this whole time.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
I'm just
shit.
kind of admiring the blob.
Are you looking at her?
Down here for?
Cheval, are you looking at Chris?
No.
Okay.
I'm just admiring me.
Anyways.
Steve looks at Cheval, goes, "What's shiny lady doing over there?"
We're currently looking for somebody. Yeah, no, we're all here. We're all looking to whip somebody's ass.
I'm just going to run.
Well, I
After
still
the question,
recommend for that guy, as the Mushroom Steve guy is pointing at Sylvanril, hook that guy up with some sausage special mushroom pie, if you know what I'm saying. And he lets out a very gravelly laugh.
I think that one's a little too strong for the lad. Maybe we go with Tanya's mushroom pie. It's a little less.
So after I'm done talking to the mushroom man, I go over to Josephine, check on her.
She is staring blankly ahead. She has dropped her scythe.
Are you okay? I gently put my hand on your shoulder a little bit.
No reaction.
Can I lightly tap your face a little bit? Like,
You notice that there's a trail of black coming up her neck.
oh no. Would I need to roll anything in order to help stop it or slow it down? Because I do have the healer feat, so would I know this is something I can help patch up?
Well, you can check if it's a mundane thing. At the very least, medicine could also be used for psychology, possibly.
What would you say, Sam? Because this is your character.
So
I
we'll
have.
proceed forward in the sewers.
Yeah,
Well, Chris is not moving. She is unresponsive to everything right now.
Well, so now that you're all gathered down in the sewers, the mushroom guy seems to point you on. If you're trying to look for the fastest way to the circus, keep going down there, and there should be some mushroom woods you have to go through.
Thank you. I pick up Christophine's size, put it in her hands, and
Also, continue following the sound of very, very, very loud music.
I'm gonna
And
quickly check
screaming.
something.
By the
I'm
way,
gonna
how heavy is Christine? Armor and all?
She is 170 pounds herself, and then she's carrying 124 pounds of equipment.
I have a belt of giant strength. I'm pretty sure I can lift all that up.
Why did I roll a death save? Why did I roll a strength save? Hold on.
One moment.
You don't need, why are you rolling strength save anyways?
As soon as I notice oh, sorry. As soon as I notice Chris is kind of dewy. Okay, who goes first?
There we go.
Go ahead.
I'm probably not going to be able to pick you up then. Rolling those low. Damn, I'm rolling low today.
Nah, I get it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, question, may I quickly do something? Is she okay? Hello? Shiny lady? Wakey wakey! Hello?
Christine, I think, is unresponsive.
The only movement is her right hand. Her right hand is twitching. Is the only movement.
What would my mom do in a situation like this? I kind of just...
I'm going to... Cheval's gonna look at her right hand.
It's in a gauntlet.
Alright, I'm gonna remove the gauntlet. I can't remove the gauntlet, never mind.
It wouldn't be strength check.
Or...
Yeah, you just figure out how to remove the gauntlet. Her hand is black. And just completely black. Like the skin that you have seen on her is this alabaster, like a statue. Her hand is completely black. Like her wings.
Allow me. I think I might be able to figure out what's going on in her head. As I proceed to grab onto the black hand and cast Detect Thoughts on your head.
You see the same scene running over and over and over and over again in her head of her fighting off other angels, 4 other angels. They overwhelm her. They each strike her in a different place. One burns her arm, the right arm, with magic. Another wraps her left leg in fire. One of them runs their weapon across her wings, and then as she's lying on the ground, she's stabbed in the chest, and then afterwards just lying there bleeding out and then being tossed in the sewer because everyone thinks she was dead, and that's just running over and over and over and over again.
Okay.
I then proceed to encode her thoughts and pluck it out to show.
Isn't that a Demir thing?
You're talking to a man who experiments in a lot of magic and has a museum device. Do you think there's any spell that I am not going to touch?
That's fair.
Yeah, the very good point
Abjuration is
is
useless
Ooh.
without abjuration.
Cheval's gonna look at Victor and just like, okay, forget your is it. You work with weird shit. Okay.
Except,
Also,
oddly enough,
my
it's not in the
my
same
family is known
fashion
for
that Demir typically
propaganda.
uses. It looks like it's kind of like very unstably ooze when he tries
Yeah,
to pull
hold
it out.
on. Can I use this or no?
Yeah, you can use it.
Hold on. I think I can get a better, clearer image.
Like, he's literally trying to pull it out, and it's kind of very hard to actually grab because he's literally grabbing
Alright.
at goo.
Okay, hold on, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it.
And
As you grab it,
although to do it this way,
I
you do have to
cast-
be reading the thoughts.
I know. Oh, yeah. So I will cast. I will touch. Basically, Christophine's temples, and then try to unravel the thoughts.
To you grab it, and it's like a very very flat silk, and you have to you're able to very carefully wrap it up. Kind of like your spider did earlier with that other Drake.
funny enough. I also am telepathic, but it's more like Fey magic telepathic.
And by the time you're done, you have like a whole ass little roll of silk, of the glowy blue memory silk in your hands. Very, very delicate. So,
By the way, I'd like to look over to the Mushroom Man and see if he's seeing this or not.
Mushroom Man seeing this and honestly is just high off his ass, continuing with the Selesnian weed. Probably stolen.
I like to just casually walk behind him and just casually dog my hand, give him more weed so he won't remember the shit, because I realize something like this is not normal. So I'm just giving him more weed so he's so blasted off his
He's
ass.
already high off his ass, and by the time you fucking
I'm
shove more
encoding-
weed in his mouth, he's choking on it now.
Wait,
No,
question.
I'm
Can
humming
I
it off
see-
to him. That's what I'm doing.
Can I?
Are you
Can
a
I-
magic
Guild is attacking.
fairy? He says.
After I give him more, after you give him more of that, so it's so light off his ass, he won't get on high for a while. I walk back so I know we are safe.
He smokes a good lot of it and ends up falling into the small canal next to you guys as he just floats on down.
Wait,
That
can I
smells hot.
actually? Can I
The canal
see
is just
what
area in
guild
the
is
way.
attacking her?
It's
Huh?
Boros Angels, and she is wearing Boros gear in the memory.
I'm going to basically be able to see the same thing, and I'm just like, okay, I understand now.
I like my mom's and I don't.
Yeah,
The,
because it's a very traumatizing memory, you could tell the film is very delicate.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going
Snip, snip.
to put the memory back, and then be like,
Yep. What's up? Supposed to be doing something.
Do you want to put it in a box or something, or just shove it back in her ear?
I'm gonna be very delicate because I see how basically painful this memory is for her. And this is something you guys do not see of Shafal, and this is a caring side of him. I can see that the tunnels or the sewers are very traumatizing for you. You don't have to worry down here. Down here is where I usually I've been in espionage. I've been basically surveying these sewers, so
Maybe
You are
maybe
not dead.
As you look at her again, you notice that the black going up her neck is now going onto her face.
I know.
It's
not
just these
helping here.
tendrils that are going up onto her face now. And
quick question. I can actually bring out a rag.
This is some Lovecraft shit I'm seeing here.
By the way, I like to bring out one of my things from like Celestial Pack, like one part of the robe and tie around your eyes, and hopefully you won't be able to see the place now, and hopefully that helps out.
give me a
Have an
moment to think
idea.
about this.
Definitely, yeah.
Hang on, let me actually put down the sewer map real quick.
No worries. Also, I probably need a quick piss, so I'll be right back. Okay.
As you cover
You
her
do that.
eyes, her right hand clenches into a fist, and she lashes out at you.
Silverell's gonna take the blow, but still because he's right now trying to tie up your eyes so you still can move and be yourself a little bit. It's fine. Oh god, that hurts.
Well, the thing is, it's not just a lash out. She is. You see her face go from just that stunned to now just like fight or flight mode right now.
Spooked.
Josephine, please calm down. I'm only trying to make things so.
Second
you don't-
attack.
Okay.
The Mushroom Man's just kind of floating down the river past you guys.
Hold
That,
on.
Alright.
that also
Well,
hits.
that's 6 damage from both of those, plus an additional D8.
Oh, I guess I'm going. Bye, Cheval, as the Mushroom Man is floating away.
Later, Steve.
Like,
So,
the Mushroom Man is surprisingly buoyant.
oh,
Like, he is, like, floating. Like, he just seems pretty oblivious to all this shit that's happening.
so
Alright, so that was from 2 unarmed strikes, each of them doing 6, 24 damage.
Okay, honestly,
And then
this
she
is...
just runs. She tries to push you away and just runs in a direction.
You do realize
I'm
that
still.
we're all surrounding you as well, so I'm gonna make an unarmed strike against you.
actually, I'm actually like to, before you run, I like to roll
A grapple?
sure. Which one do you-
Actually, I'm already grappled with her, is why.
so
Yeah.
so roll.
Well, that means, Josephine, if you want to run away, you have to break the grapple.
Alright, that'll be on my next turn if you want to start initiative.
Unarmed strike against you, by the way.
That hits.
You also... So
Got it.
that's 8 damage, and you also have to make a strength save.
Oh, you did damage to me. Take 3 psychic damage.
I don't care.
And strength save.
Yeah.
Wait,
Give me a second.
I have an idea. Meep!
16.
Attend me now.
And athletics check for the grapple.
Were you asking me to?
16, that is a fail. So you are actually knocked prone. I'm knocking you flat downwards, and you're knocked prone.
Alright.
Are
Well,
you
16
knocking
to
them on their
escape,
ass in this particular direction, because I might just have you knock them into the water. Because you guys are on a ledge right now.
We are not in the sewer map. If you transition to it,
Hold
we're
on.
still in Victor's Lab, yeah.
There you go.
I have an idea. You pushed her. You
So,
pushed her into the water, right? Meep,
you
surround
want
her so that way you
to
don't burn
I could push her into the water.
Did you want to
Okay.
push her into the water?
But actually, before any of you do that, I'm gonna
It's very
activate
shitty water, but you know, you can push her into the water.
and I'm gonna activate the forest so the water nearby actually has plant life on it, so it's actually a stable flat ground.
Mushrooms suddenly grow.
I have an idea.
Like tree-like mushrooms.
Meep, I need you to go into the water so that way you would naturally burn her. The water will depolarize as your acid just enough that it should be able to not cause any further damage. And I have Meep grapple her.
Meep obeys and goes to grapple her. Roll
And
Meep's grapple.
I roll against the grapple.
Yeah, Meep roll.
Wait,
Meep
hold-
roll two. Meep isn't
hold on.
grappling her at the
Okay,
moment. So.
in what order are things going on?
I say we should start initiative. I say we should start
okay,
initiative.
Everybody roll initiative.
So that way we can understand what is going on right now, because I'm actually confused what is going on.
I'm confused too. So
Well,
initiative time.
it kind of degenerated, admittedly, into like a full-blown, like a minor combat situation among
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I am sorry for this. I did not mean for it to escalate.
So
Okay, I rolled a 23.
I rolled an 8, so put me in there.
I rolled a
So, wait.
16, but I have to roll again just to get it on the tracker.
Should I roll for Meep?
Yes.
By the way, there's
Okay,
also
Meep has
one more
plus
doggo
3.
technically there. There's one more doggo, Todd. He's just a normal direwolf.
Meep has plus 3. Meep is 5.
Can you change my initiative, by the way?
All right, just 1 second.
To 23.
So Samuel has got an 18.
I've got a 16, but it didn't take the first one because it didn't select the token.
All right, Cheval got 23.
As all this is panning out, I'm gonna quickly take a piss. I'll be right back.
I will do so as well.
Yeah,
Professor
I'll
got
I
20.
have to check on something weird anyway.
Let me take William out. What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta take this real quick.
Alright, I'm back. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up?
Alright, I'm back.
Also, it still shows my initiative as 14.
Oh, right, hang on. Really? I set it as, yeah, let me get rid of that. Yours is set to 23 right now.
It's not showing on my screen.
Hang on, let me just put you in,
I only see me and Victor on my screen.
Yeah,
23.
there you
How
go.
about now?
Yep.
There's 2 for Christophine, so let me get rid of the other Christophine, so...
I
And
should be
then
16.
Joe rolled an 8.
16. Put Joe in for 8. How's that?
That's better.
So who is currently grappling Christophine right now?
It's Victor.
Alright, I'm putting the grappling signs on them.
Alright, and so what I was going to do is Victor said, well, Victor was talking, saying when it's his turn, but I am going to
Here.
knock Christophine into the water, basically, when I punch her.
Okay, Victor, do you let go? Or do you fall in the water with them? Because you're
Go in the
currently
water with.
grappling.
I'm not going to drown, but I will keep her grappled for now.
Got it. So you both fall into the water. The very
Okay.
shitty water.
Okay, if I
She
can
is.
remember my.
This is an out of turn action. She's struggling even more now.
Okay, I got an idea. Okay, if I remember all the things on the table right. And there's got to be something I can use. Attackers. Thought. Find the dust pebble and find enhance ability. To reduce. Okay, let's see. If I can do this right, I might be able to knock some sense back.
Oh, and also I'm just like, I'm now looking at Christopher and it's on my turn. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
She's having
Chill
a
the
synaptic.
fuck.
She's having a post-traumatic overload, you idiot.
I know.
Well, you should also know that repeating the things that caused it in the first place are the worst idea.
Then why are you grabbing her?
Because she wasn't grappled, she was burned.
Oh wait, hello, I'm back.
Why do you think... I'm also doing this so that way Meat can help out without accidentally burning her. The water will depolarize some of the acid so that way it's just mostly focusing on the psychic and necrotic factors of his body.
And that's why I punched you guys into the water.
Yes. Let me focus.
And by the way, now you guys are surrounded by giant mushroom trees.
Okay.
Thanks to Sovanrel kind of messing with the natural flow of the sewers.
Yep. Because I used God of Nature and used the plant variant.
Alright, and that's my
Now
turn.
they are mushrooms with the properties of trees.
It's that's the end of my turn.
Stardew?
Alright.
Okay, come on.
Victor,
I'm not doing anything else.
What I can do.
you currently are
Also,
grappling Josephine and are in the water.
Actually, I just realized Amber technically also has effect up as well. She also technically has 10 temporary hit points because she's also now plant-based as well. And Todd is right next to her, like, holy fuck.
Wait, would you qualify someone having hallucinations like this as a sense of being almost in a dream?
I mean, I would say it's not hallucinations. It's just memory trap. But I would say it's also up to Richard.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you say that the current state that Sam's character is in would qualify enough to count as a dream? Let's see. I think I have an idea. Yes. Okay, it does it. Let's see. I have an idea, but I'm gonna need someone to help her put her temporarily to sleep. Which means I need... let's see. Knowing her constitution, being almost on par with mine, it might be a bit tricky. But I have an idea. You owe me big time for this one. If I can get this...
I don't really have a piece for meat, by the way. Should I have meat look like a certain thing or what?
Just use a slime for temporary reasons. Okay.
Also, second Amber probably be good because Todd is also technically here. Remember? Just saying.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me just double check the level of a particular spell. Okay. I think I have an idea to at least help calm her down for now. Then I can try to go into her mind and try to help intercept the negative thoughts and try to pull her out. Okay. I wish to cast...
Here's a weirdos.
I wish to cast a 6th level sleep on Sam.
All right.
First, the real problematic aspect of this. Casting it in the first place for something going horribly, horribly wrong. Okay. Okay, DC is 8 plus twice the spell's level, which is about 12. That would be 20.
It's not a DC for sleep. You
No,
roll.
I'm not. No. I'm talking about my trying to cast a spell I don't have in my list.
Oh, never mind.
Because normally I don't have sleep prepared, and since I'm using it at 6th level, I would have to treat it as higher. Okay, for the love of all that is mathematical, I just need a 20. Thank God I'm smart! Okay, nothing bad goes wrong. In that case, let's pray that your hit points are low enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15d8. Yep. So 15d8, so I'll be rolling this a total of 3 times. 1, 2, okay, 6, 7, okay, 6, 69, 73. Is 73 enough?
It is
On hit.
not.
Unless I could really use some help here, guys.
What?
If you can help me get her to go to sleep, I can at least intercept her mind.
Gotcha. That's easy.
Are you trying to put her
Cheval
under
cracks
sleep?
his knuckles. That's easy.
Oh, Richard, you forgot about like Todd, like putting him next to Amber or something. The second direwolf. Just saying.
Otherwise,
So you're
Victor
putting.
is going to.
Hey, let me actually
Yeah.
move. I'm just gonna copy Amber for a second, just so I could make a different stat block. So it's Todd, as in Todd 2Ds.
TOD. TOD. Todd.
I'm gonna use one of the extra character slots that are just lying around.
Mm-hmm. He's just the normal direwolf, nothing major.
Right. I don't remember how much a regular direwolf's health is because I just copied Amber.
Hold on, wait. I think I actually might have an even better idea. Just help me
might
restrain
have
her for now.
I think mine was 32.
Help me restrain her for now and at least try to find a way to mentally debuff her. Otherwise, Victor
There we
will end his...
go. Now Todd the Wolf should be in your file.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to control them.
Thank you.
Can
Hello?
you move them?
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can move
Yeah,
it.
you're here.
Okay, cool.
I will
Otherwise,
definitely invest the HP pool and everything else when I get my PC back later on this week.
okay. I have an idea. Okay, if you can help her at least keep her restrained for now, either make her go to sleep or at the very least be able to temporarily debuff her mind, I might be able to get just what I need. Otherwise, I will relinquish my turn to basically get in the way of everyone else, so that way, no one else gets hurt. Tommy, stay a little bit farther back. You're gonna, you might want to keep yourself at a distance for this one.
Also, right, Tommy now has that dancing sword, which means as a bonus action, Tommy can now attack.
Tommy, I want you to stay at a distance away. I have to do something that my dad taught me. For once. And I'll have Tommy kind of just stand a distance away for now. Kind of with the protection of the doggos. As Tommy finally unfurls his tiny wings.
Okay.
By the way,
Not your worst can fly.
also, just so you know, Me and Amber have a 15-foot radius of just difficult terrain, so.
Okay. If any. Otherwise, I end my turn as I used up mine trying to cast a spell. But at least I'm on top.
So
now.
Crispy's no longer grappled then, or what?
Temporarily no longer grappled, but she's still prone. So at least
And she's also
nearby.
and she also is in difficult terrain as well, thanks to me being in radius.
Also, the water was already difficult terrain, so now it's double difficult terrain.
Yep.
Yeah,
So now you can only
stuck
move
in mud.
2 squares.
Well,
Actually, wait. If it's difficult terrain, it's half your speed, but if it's extra difficult terrain,
you're
then
you're
it's-
not a things can't be effects don't stack. So if it's the
It
same
would
effect acting
It would
twice,
take her. It would take her full movement just to get up.
well technically, so it's so what it takes is it takes 15 feet to stand up, and then I have 15 left. Each step I take is counts as 2 steps. Is how this order of operations works.
So you'd only take.
Technically, the
like,
way
you'd only be
difficult.
able to take move 1 square.
Yeah. Well, this turn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it is my turn now, Victor, Constitution saving throw.
Okay, bring it on. I'm a lot tougher than most people see.
So 18.
18 saves. So you only take 16 necrotic damage as she lashes out at you with her arm, and you see her eyes go black. And then you feel a wave of nausea rack through your body as she casts Blight.
Oof.
And, yeah. 15 feet of
but-
movement to stand up, and then 1 square to move. And then that's my movement.
Now it's my turn. So, bring Amber over here. Difficult terrain is extended. Sorrell's gonna fire once with his arrow, doing non-lethal because he doesn't want to kill his comrade.
14 misses. It dings off the armor.
Okay. Now, here comes 3 attacks from Amber. All non-lethal because she doesn't want to hurt a friend. So 1. They show up.
The maul
29.
hits. Yep.
2 and 3, I think.
They're taking a bit to show
Yeah.
up, but just wait,
Oh, there
yeah.
we go. So that's
Second one
Nothing
hits.
Second one showed up, and we're waiting for the third one.
Third one did not show up. Okay, good enough. So
All 3
There we go.
hits.
So, damage, 17. Damage. Again, here we go. 12. And then 13. So,
Nice, total 32.
no, it's technically a lot higher, because 42, because 3 and, 10, and 7 turn to another 10, so it turns to 42. 42
How's that?
42 non-lethal come in your face.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
All
suck
right.
at math.
How hurt does you look after that hit?
Really hurt.
Amber's
And
kind of scary.
Never underestimate the power of Amber.
Also,
Amber takes 9 psychic damage.
Okay, I'll that in a bit. I'm quickly just move over her mate on the other side, so they're flanking next time.
Now it is me.
So Amber takes 10. She has temporary hit points, so she's at 1 temporary hit point and still at max.
It is Meep's turn.
I just want to say, guys, sorry for this.
No
It's
worries.
okay. This is normal. Sometimes this shit happens.
Wait.
At least this isn't malicious.
Turn was it in the
Yeah.
order?
Meep is
I-
a 5. Meep didn't roll high.
At least
Meep
this
is
isn't.
still
Meep is a
doing
5.
something. Yeah, Meep is a 5.
At least this is PTSD PvP, not malicious PvP.
God,
Yeah.
I think you guys are
ATS
gonna hate what
PvP?
I had planned as soon as you entered the sewers at this point, especially with the trees lying around now.
Hmm.
BTS PvP.
I had something planned for when you entered the sewers, and now this is just making it even more complicated.
Oh no! Here comes mini boss.
Possibly.
Okay, Meep would like to do something. Meep is going to grapple you. By being in the water, you will not be burned by the acid.
Opposed athletics.
Oh, Meep got the roll.
Natural 1.
You're on that one on athletics?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, it just came in on my side. Okay, Meep will use strength, because Meep is Meep. So he gets +3. Let's see if Meep is still shitty at things.
If I beat Meep with a natural 1, that would be hilarious, but I still technically
We-
lose.
6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, he would have just rolled a 9.
A 9 versus an 11.
But I rolled
Yeah,
a natural
that's
1,
not
so I lose.
Yeah.
Funny still though.
So he's being grappled by Meep.
Yeah, Meep kind of just takes away grapples him from below the water, using the water to like non-lethally to not burn the shiny thing, as pre-request from Papa.
Yep.
And so now it is Sovereign.
My turn.
Or not Sovereign. Other persons.
Cheval.
How about
Javal.
Shabarame? Do you think you can temporarily debuff her mind?
Like knock her out?
No, weaken her will. I have an idea.
Weaken her.
Retakes, I
will.
know you have other tactics in there.
Um. Cheval's going to sheepishly laugh.
Some guy,
Honest-
whatever you have, just use it to use something.
Alright. I'm gonna jump down right here. And I'm gonna be like, well, the only thing I know how to do is hit stuff.
If you can knock her unconscious, that also works.
Yeah. So all of my like strikes are gonna be non-lethal, obviously, because they're unarmed. Wait, so she's grappled.
Yeah.
Which means, okay. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Oh right, I forgot to add an additional yeah. All right, well, okay then. All right. So I'm going to strike you. If that 29 hits, I'm guessing.
29 will hit.
Alrighty. Deals 7 damage. Wow, I rolled a 1 on both die. How embarrassing.
Meanwhile, you have Amber, who's just a beefy tanker.
3 psychic damage to you.
Alright. And here comes strike number 2. That's a fucking natural 20.
Rolls 1 on both.
both 1 and 1.
Well,
Not the
to
other.
be fair, unarmed strike isn't a roll; it's just flat 1.
Normally.
Normally.
Unless
Oh, right.
All right.
Isn't it one? Isn't it one plus strength?
It's 1 plus
mod.
strength. Yeah, it's 1 plus strength
Yeah,
mod.
so it's still a 6.
Yeah.
It's still 6 damage. That one just deals 1. The wait. So does the crit mean that does 1? It does 2. So it does 6, 12.
Well,
And
no,
then
no.
plus
So
4.
so you don't add the mod again on a crit.
Okay.
So it's 21 total because
7,
it's yeah.
Yeah, 21 total. Yeah. So 21 total. Um. And I'm going to choose to move actually away from you 5 feet. Because that's what one of my abilities allows me to do when I make a successful attack.
Okay, so how heavily injured is how heavily injured are you now?
Very.
Okay. Second verse, same as the
That's
first.
the best I got. That's the best I got, Professor. Go ahead.
Okay, for now it's better than nothing.
Sleep again?
Yeah, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to I don't want to use my trump card just yet. But I can at least do this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Sleep,
how many of you
level
are in
4.
the water? Roll a Constitution save to stay afloat since 1 round is passed.
Oh! Everybody needs to roll for that.
Are you strong?
And so does. So I'm gonna roll twice for
Damn,
them.
Professor, you are a good swimmer.
And Meep is actually, funny enough, it has a natural swim speed.
Oh,
So-
I guess
Wait,
Meat doesn't need to roll then.
And
Both,
Meep
both
is
Todd,
not existent.
Todd and Amber will both roll to 15 because I believe both of them have the same type of constitution.
Alright, you both are still afloat.
Sam rolled a 9.
And they're technically pinned.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're technically grappled, so you're like being kept afloat.
So nothing to worry about there.
Okay. Now, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Let's go for it. Time to go to bed, man.
$5d8.
4, 45, 46.
That's enough. She falls unconscious.
It's time to sunset the sun, man. I'll rest. And so, while she is asleep,
Oh, sorry for those pings.
It's fine. So
while
yeah,
she is asleep and is currently in a dreamlike state, I wish to cut a small piece of her hair.
okay. She
I
offers
got
no
that.
resistance.
I quickly tie that off into a small little knot so I can keep it with me, and I cast Dream a lot, so she makes a save at disadvantage because I have a piece of her body. Hair,
Got it.
Wisdom save?
etc. Yeah, wisdom saves are at disadvantage versus my spell save DC of 19. Oh man.
Holy shit!
How is
That's
that a
amazing.
plus? Oh, because I have proficiency and I'm getting my charisma mod on top of it.
Does that work while you're unconscious?
It's passive.
Yeah.
Damn. Man,
Oh wait,
I haven't-
while all this is
Wait,
happening,
wait, wait! Isn't it if it's unconscious, they auto-fail on saves?
It's Dream. You have to be unconscious to be affected by Dream.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know what Dream did. Sorry.
Yeah,
by the way,
Dream is you basically contact another person through dreams.
by the way, I like to imagine while you're dreaming, I drag you out with
By the way,
Amber.
hold on. By the way, can we all get out of the water? As Cheval is starting to climb out of the water.
I imagine like they simply do so, as well, like dogs do so as well, but carrying. Like,
Meep,
Alright,
go
Paladin.
take the protocol.
but I would imagine like Amber and Tom both drag
I gotta
Christopher
need to go
onto
for
the
a bit in like 10 minutes or so.
All right.
We're wrapping up right now.
Yeah.
Isn't 1 o'clock like the wrapping up point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have at least one last thing I can do for the rest of the session. I have at
And-
least one more 5th level I can try.
And I like to do something as well before as well. I like to like blindfold Christophine while she's sleeping, so when she wakes up, she's isn't gonna see the sewer. She's gonna know she's still in it, but she's just gonna see it, and hopefully that will help out a little bit. And I'm also gonna do something like heal her up a little bit, using my healer feat a little bit, so she isn't as hurt.
Actually, this does come in handy. Oh wait, I can cast it at this level. Ha! Boom. There you go.
By the way, all those D4 rolls were necrotic damage she was getting dealt,
Oh.
and necrotic damage that bypassed her resistance. She took 20 damage by the time this started.
Oh shit.
By the way, how much did I chop away at your health when Amber just hit you?
A lot. I was like, I'd barely taken any damage, and then I was dropped to 30, I believe.
Jesus, I didn't realize Amber was that powerful.
Also, I think you get healed by 30 from my cure wounds.
I healed the 13.
No, it's 30.
Oh,
Because I cast it at 4th level.
ew.
And I missed my feet, so I probably,
Cheval's little apologies for the roughing up.
probably rolled 2d4 for the healer feat, Quan. So you also... Hold on. Gonna take a second to roll. You also healed another 5.
He's not completely useless. Spells.
I also have cure wounds, just the most right now doing is doing the manual variant because he's already wasted a massive spell slot and just want to waste another one. There we go.
God damn, your head is resilient. I give you credit, at least on the bright side. We don't have to worry about you being mind controlled, although your own PTSD apparently seems to be reinforcing your own mind.
Eh,
I can let's see if I have anything else I can do. Okay, I have maybe one more attempt I can do, but otherwise, if I can't do this, I think we might have to save this for another day. Because with her mental state being like this, it's going to be nearly impossible. Or at
So
least we're going to have to
have a
stick to the surface for the future.
I kind of have
Yeah.
one thing I want to wrap up this session with that honestly might actually be a good cliffhanger.
Mhm.
So you're all busy fighting and talking amongst yourselves, but in the court, which one of you is the closest to the pilot to the? So how far would you say the trees are all? Are they like sticking out of the water, or are they everywhere in the sewer?
the 15 feet of radius between me and Amber.
So point it out.
So 50 foot, like
15
yeah.
feet twice around. So one over one end, one part of it. Hold on. Go back over here.
So
One,
Right
I'm gonna
here.
say this.
This
Okay, right?
far.
and also one around Amber as well. One around Amber as well. Also
Yeah.
has one. So it's about.
Okay,
So-
now I finally get to say this.
That's
You're
Todd.
standing around in these newly formed mushroom woods, fighting amongst yourselves. Nothing else seems to be going on. The mushroom man is long gone, and you're far away from the from the manhole covers, from any manhole covers by now, fighting amongst yourselves. But
We didn't move.
immediately, well, the manhole cover seems to have disappeared for some reason. Well, you're unsure if because like it got covered up again, and you're not sure like if it's sealed in or something.
All right.
Working experimental manholes. Basically, fucking tiny.
But out of the corner, all of you, after having fought amongst yourselves, and you're so focused on each other that suddenly you are all surprised. Something has caught you unaware, and you spot him in the sewers as he immediately descends upon you all. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god, no.
Fucking Golgari cannibal.
And suddenly I roll for initiative for next time.
Are we going against actual Golgari Shia LaBeouf?
Yes, you are going against actual Golgari cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Actual Golgari cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Okay. I wish I was awake so I could smite everything right now.
Ever had Spike?
Honestly, I figured this was the perfect opportunity since you all are kind of weakened from fighting amongst yourselves to spring him on you. I mean, this is actually kind of scary now that I actually sent him on you while you guys are
Yeah, there's a
weakened.
reason I kept an 8th level spell slot open.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, just the
I
fact
can't
that.
say this wasn't a perfect opportunity.
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine with this.
But also
Like,
just
it's
this.
actually got an element of fear to it now.
But a wizard with an 8th level slot open.
And also,
Yeah.
both like a smite, and we see how hard Amber got hit.
Yeah.
Okay, the
ability
thing is-
Shia LaBeouf was given is actually pretty cool.
But Joe, a smite spell is not a divine smite. I can do so much damage because I can smite spell and divine smite.
True. But-
Holy shit! I actually was looking at the. So yeah, he's not a strong enemy, but I just figured I set him on you while you guys are actually fighting amongst yourselves.
Mhm.
But I just wanted to see what he's like, so put it on the cliffhanger. Now you all are being surprised, so you all get disadvantaged, and I think he immediately takes the first end of the encounter because he
So-
surprised you all.
I think what it is that he gets a free round on all of us.
Yeah.
For surprise.
Yeah.
You get
Like-
you get a single initiative round for yourself that no one else gets to be part of, and the first hit usually is at advantage.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
So,
Anyway, good session. I am sorry for PvP.
Yeah, it's okay. I got to attempt to play doctor for a bit, and then I realized how weirdly powerful your mind is. You're literally both too stubborn and traumatized to accept help.
Paladin.
Wait, hold on.
Trying to find a piece for Shia LaBeouf. Hold on a second.
Wait, the thing is, Cheval is like
then we be over here with Amber.
everybody else sees a bead of sweat on Cheval's face, and he's like, Shio, what are you doing around these areas?
Oh my god, it's your NPCs.
I love it.
Wait, is he one of your contacts? Is he one of your guild contacts?
Enemy.
Wait, could that be a thing?
That actually.
If you
one
guys
of the
actually
guild
kill
contacts
him, I don't know if I want him to be a guild contact.
Well, guild contact in a negative sense. Like, we all have at least one negative contact, usually.
Yeah.
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 And this is my negative contact in the. This could be like a negative contact in the Golgari sect for me.
Yeah.
Hey, well, at least the bright side, if you guys managed to wake me up without dealing with it, I'm just gonna go ham on him. The reason I was fighting you guys is because you were fighting me, and so it's kind of like, okay, I need to get out of here by any means. And then, but then this is like, okay, clear threat.
I guess I'll just use this.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Zombie Shia LaBeouf.
That.
Actual cannibal Golgari, Shia LaBeouf. Vanishing in light, it's Shia LaBeouf. Hiding in the sewers, it's Shia LaBeouf. Dancing with the mushrooms, it's Shia LaBeouf. As blood is oozing from your stump leg.
Yeah. next week, are we going to be doing Family of Memories?
Sure.
Alright, yeah. So plan is to alternate between Ravnica and Family of Memories weekly. So yeah. And then Richard's going to be joining us then as well. Same time next week.
Sure.
10 o'clock.
There's
10
one
o'clock.
last thing that I would like to say before we end, and that is just something Victor shouts in annoyance. As you can see him burning red and blue with rage. He goes, "Stop fucking interrupting my research!" As I'm slowly beginning to cast Illusionary Dragon.
Oh my god.
As I just point at Shia LaBeouf going, "Fuck off!"
Alright, well. Well, that sounds like it's good. Bye, stream. Bye, viewers.
Next time, stream on the Ravnica session. Will the party survive? Actual Golgari cannibal, Shia LaBeouf.
If I can wake up, probably, because I can put out a ton of damage.
I actually deployed Shia LaBeouf.
Here's the thing. I'm like kind of like the Thor if we're talking about Avengers for this group. Not because I can tank well, but because I can put out a ton of damage.
Yeah.
That's because you were flying
to go,
with the
you
magic
guys. Take care, Twitch. It's been fun. Will the party survive? Who knows? I will see you all next time.
I guess it would be respectable to say that I'm Hawkeye.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Wait, what? Does that make me Tony Stark?
Yes.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you're Peter Parker!
Peter Parker?
Yes. Yes.
Well, in terms of innocence.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that-
what would Amber be then?
That's the Hulk.
Amber is the Hulk.
And Tommy is Baby Jarvis.
And Todd right now is unknown because Todd, I haven't given him much personality yet. My seeing a scaredy cat.
Todd is Puny Banner. Todd is Puny Banner.
Bye, stream.
Later.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot to tell Richard about meat.